Good day, friends. I hope you're doing well. It's Frankie Rose. I've been going through looking for updates, and I came across a fellow by the name of Charles Abernathy. I think that's said correctly. So, he is an Alabama man who was nearly murdered by Casey Cole White. And he has said that Casey is like a hunter. And he has warned that he knows how to hide. And he actually compared him to Charles Manson and Ted Bundy. So that's scary all on its own. So what he has said is he'll literally do anything to anybody, including killing, kidnapping, killing animals, children in danger. It just does not matter. He does what he wants. And he also said, of all the people to escape, this dude is probably the worst level you could possibly let escape. You've got a Manson-like friggin' man on the run. He is literally that level for me. So Charles is 37 years old and testified against Casey during his 2019 trial on an attempted murder and kidnapping charges. This is part of his 2015 crime spree. He's also a little worried because he said he will hunt down people. So now that he's been out of jail, he's a little bit nervous. He said Casey and his accomplice, who we know as 56-year-old Director of Corrections, Vicky White, they've been missing, as we know, since last Friday and have just disappeared. Casey White is good enough to not get caught, he said. He's literally stalked their house for days before he went in. He said he's very hunter-like. Charles Abernathy was watching a horror show with his boyfriend at their home in Athens on the evening of December 2nd, 2015. And Casey, toting a gun in each hand, burst through the door with the intentions to kill his ex-girlfriend, which was also living there. He said as the woman's children slept in the basement, Casey chased after her and was also holding Charles Abernathy's boyfriend at gunpoint. All of a sudden, he's saying, "Get down, get down." Casey demanded as he pointed firearms at them. So Charles Abernathy says with his face down in his bed, he began to pray. He said he knew it was over. And then suddenly, his dog, Missy Bates was her name, a bloodhound German Shepherd mix, came into the room and bit Casey, startling him enough that the three of them were able to escape. Casey's ex took off out the back door, and Charles and his boyfriend went into the bathroom and out the window. Missy Bates, she ran. She heard what was going on. She is truly the hero. She really, really is. She saved their lives, literally. Now, Charles is also saying if it wouldn't have been for her, I am 99.999% sure that we all would have died that night. And then he says, no, actually, I'm 100%. So the three were able to escape to the neighbor's house, but sadly, Missy Bates was shot multiple times by Casey Cole White and sadly bled to death. What a dink. She was super loyal and she would never bite a soul. And, Charles began to cry. He loved his dog. And what they did is they buried her on the land because he says they felt like she was a protector there and is still a protector there. Casey was arrested later that night following hours-long standoff with the cops. And he was then convicted for the crime in February 2019 and sentenced to 75 years behind bars. Charles had never met Casey before that night, but he had learned about the madman from his ex-girlfriend, who at this point is now in hiding. He said if he had the means, he would pack his stuff and his dog, and he would get as far away from Alabama as he possibly could. He also mentioned Vicky White, the corrections officer who is on the run with Casey. And like Charles Abernathy says, just why? Why? And he also says, what I'm afraid of is she is not alive anymore. To me, she was only a means to an end. So you know what? I totally agree with his analysis. This man is probably one of the most dangerous men, like he said, that could actually escape. He should not actually escape. He just read as much as you can up on this fellow, and you'll see exactly what I mean. He's not sane. He's unmedicated, and which means that he will be even more unpredictable. I'm not so sure Vicky White knows what she was getting into. She may have known him for a couple of years, but that's nothing. A person can pretend to be who they want for as long as they want. So I think for now, that's what I have on these two. We do know that the car was found. Looks like they got it maybe 2 hours away. And they had spray painted it for some reason. I don't know why. But probably it had mechanical issues because it was just left on a dirt road. So that basically happened the same day as they escaped. So they've had a week-long advantage again to get past that glitch. You know, people didn't even know they were missing at that point. So yeah, that is what I have for now. So I will say cheers. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.